getting with the help of the cloud? Any guesses?
Cost reduction.
A very good answer. I know I didn't explain about this topic. That's the reason I'm saying that. Any guesses? Cost reduction. Very good answer. Any other answers?
Time reduction.
Infrastructure level also.
So we can able to say time reduction. That is also very good answer. Any other answers?
Software and storage as service.
Yeah, we can able to get software and storage as a service on the fly. We can able to say directly. You can able to get all the services on the fly by depending on your requirement. Services is nothing but everything will come into the picture. That might be server, machine, networking, software, everything we can able to call it as a services. Now, because of getting services on the fly, what is the advantage we are going to get? We are getting flexibility. What is the meaning of flexibility? For example, if you are going to perform all these activities manually, is it the flexible option or non-flexible option? When you are doing all these activities manually,
Non-flexible.
it is non-flexible, but with the help of the cloud, just what we are doing, just we are going to open the cloud console. There we are going to submit the request. With that, on the fly, you can able to get everything. With that, in very flexible manner, you can able to maintain the infra by depending on your requirement. That is the one more advantage you can able to get as part of your requirements. And one more thing we can able to say is that nothing but we can able to get scalability. What is the meaning of scalability here? Whenever you want, you can able to increase the infra, or whenever you want, you can able to decrease the infra. Sometime back, I given the example. I want to increase number of machines from 100 to 1000. After some time, I want to decrease from 1000 to 400. Indirectly, you are increasing infra, or we are decreasing the infra. This kind of activity we can able to call it as a scalability. That is the one more advantage you can able to get over the cloud. Indirectly, whatever example we covered above. Sorry. By using this example, easily you can able to understand what all are the advantages we are going to get on top of the cloud. This is the way you can able to understand what is cloud, what is the cloud computing, and what all are the advantages we can able to get over the cloud. Don't try to buy out anything here. Try to understand the example. Once you can able to understand the examples, with that, it is very easy to remember all these topics, whatever we are covering as part of our today's session. Any questions up to here, please ask me. Any questions or any confusions up to here?
Can you go up a little bit? It is still. I want to see the first point. I want to talk about the first point. Here you mentioned no need of purchasing all the machines, but still in order to access this virtually, we need the machines, right?
Yeah, we need the machines, but thing is
locally we need the machines.
Yeah, we need a machine, but we don't need to maintain the thousands of
yes,
the machines.
With the
help of the simple machines, we can able to maintain the activities.
Yes, understood. Okay.
Yeah, I accept your point. So simple thing is that you are saying that if you want to, so for example, I am saying that everything you are going to get over the internet, but you tell me if you want to access the internet again, what is required? Machine is required,
yeah,
but thing is nothing but no need to maintain the hundreds of the machines manually. You can able to create all the virtual machines over the cloud, but to access those machines, we are going to maintain minimal machines physically by depending on our requirement. That is the meaning of this statement.
Yeah, clear.
Any other questions?
No, nothing. Thank you.
Now see here, just I want to say based on this understanding. Now I'm saying that we are having different companies in the market or different cloud platform companies in the market. With the help of these cloud platform companies, you can able to get all the required services. But as part of our classes, we are going to cover GCP platform, or I can able to say we are going to cover Google Cloud Platform related services. Okay, so here I can able to say you are getting multiple services over the internet, but if you want to understand how we need to access those kind of services, we need to have some minimal knowledge about what is the purpose of the service, how we can able to access the service. For that reason, as part of our classes, we are going to cover GCP as a cloud platform. Within the GCP, we are going to cover different services as part of our classes. What services we are going to cover, that input I will give within the few minutes. Just wait for 5 to 10 minutes. In 5 to 10 minutes, I'm going to explain what are the different services we are going to cover on top of our Google Cloud Platform. But before that, just I want to cover one more important thing. Just I want to explain how to become cloud data engineer. Yesterday we discussed about what is data warehouse, what is the information, all those topics we covered yesterday. Today we are trying to understand what is cloud, what is the cloud computing, examples of the cloud, advantages of the cloud. I am giving all these kind of inputs, but primarily why you are joining this course, to learn about cloud data engineering, or you want to become the cloud data engineer. For that reason, just I want to give some kind of heads up how we can able to become the cloud data engineer. Very simple. If you want to become cloud data engineer, we need to have all this kind of skill set. First one I can able to say, you need to have knowledge on database concepts, or you should be in the position to write SQL queries. Okay, so because as a data engineer, most of our time we are going to spend on top of the writing the SQL queries. For that reason, you need to have knowledge on database concepts, or you need to have knowledge on writing the SQL queries on any database. That might be Oracle or MySQL or Teradata or anything. You need to have knowledge on any one of the database to become cloud data engineer. In the same manner, if you want to become cloud data engineer, you need to have knowledge on programming concepts. That might be Python, That might be Java or Scala. You need to have knowledge of any one of the programming knowledge. With that, easily we can able to become the cloud data engineer. At the same time, for the purpose of becoming cloud data engineer, we need to have knowledge of big data concepts, and we need to have knowledge on Hadoop concepts, and we need to have knowledge on Spark. All these three are very, very important things. If you want to become the cloud data engineer, as a data engineer, you need to have knowledge on big data, you need to have knowledge on Hadoop, you need to have knowledge on the Spark. Indirectly, all these are primarily going to act as an important role for the purpose of becoming our cloud data engineer. Other than all these things, you need to have knowledge on any one of the cloud. That might be AWS or Azure or GCP. You need to have knowledge on any one of the cloud. With that, you can able to become the cloud data engineer. Now see here, all these are belongs to the technical skills or non-technical skills. Database, programming, Hadoop, Spark, cloud, all these we can able to call it as a technical skills. But if you want to become the cloud data engineer, you should have knowledge on the non-technical skills also, which we can able to call. You need to have knowledge on Agile methodology. Because if we are going to work in the real-time projects, we are going to follow some kind of process in the real time, gathering the requirement, doing the designing activities, development activities, testing activities, such kind of process we are going to follow. Nowadays, in most of the companies, people are using the Agile methodology. For the reason, you need to have knowledge of Agile. At the same time, you need to have knowledge of Jira tool. At the same time, you need to have knowledge of Git, and you need to have knowledge of Confluence. All these are non-technical skills you need to have knowledge. Other than technical skills, non-technical skills also going to play the very, very important role to survive in the real-time projects. That is the reason I'm saying that if you want to become the cloud data engineer, compulsory all these kind of skill set is required. With that, you can able to become easily the cloud data engineer. Now, as part of our courses, what we are going to do here is we are going to cover Spark, but here we are going